In the vivid tapestry that was American Idol Season 23, there was one performance that stood out as a beacon of faith, talent, and raw emotional strength. That performance was Canaan James Hill's interpretation of CeCe Winans' song, Goodness of God. This performance was more than just a musical showcase. It was a spiritual moment that powerfully resonated with fans, judges, and other participants. It was broadcast on April 28, 2025, during the episode of Top 12 that was being broadcast. Canaan, an aspiring preacher from Alabama, brought a distinctive blend of gospel zeal and youthful honesty to the stage when he was only 17 years old. This helped him solidify his position as a standout in a season that was replete with excellent talent. The significance of Canaan's performance, its influence on the American Idol platform, and the wider cultural and spiritual consequences of his decision to sing a gospel anthem in a mainstream competition are all topics that are discussed in this essay. Canaan's ascent to the top 12 basketball players is a story of a rising star. A prestigious platinum ticket was awarded to Canaan James Hill at the beginning of his adventure on American Idol. This is a rare accolade that is granted upon contestants who display outstanding promise during auditions during the competition. When he gave his first performance of Never Would Have Made It by Marvin Sapp during the Showstoppers round of Hollywood Week, the judges Luke Bryan, Lionel Richie, and Carrie Underwood were completely blown away. He was referred to by Richie as the greatest performance I have ever seen, while Bryan referred to him as one of the best singers I have ever seen. It is a credit to Canaan's ability to transcend the competitive character of the program and create a moment of community reverence. The audience's response was equally electric, with many people rising to their feet in terms of ovation and devotion. The fact that Canaan was raised in a churchy kid environment influenced both his artistic and spiritual identity. As he was growing up, he began singing and preaching from the pulpit at the age of 6. He incorporated the spiritual significance of his beliefs into each and every note. The fact that his mother's camera roll was full of footage of a young Canaan leading congregations was evidence of a lifetime calling that, thanks to American Idol, was given a new platform to be performed on. Although the platinum ticket enabled him to avoid the first round of Hollywood Week, it also placed a significant amount of pressure on his shoulders, despite the fact that he was still young. Despite this, Canaan was able to rise to the situation by giving performances that constantly combined technical expertise with a deep-seated moral commitment. The effect of the phrase, "Goodness of God." CeCe Winans' "Goodness of God," a modern gospel classic that has become a fixture in Christian worship, was the song that Canaan selected to play for the Top 12 competition. The song is a powerful affirmation of God's faithfulness and love, and it was written by Jen Johnson of Bethel Music. It was featured on Winans' live album Believe for It in 2021. The words of the song, which read, "All my life, you have been faithful / all my life, you have been so good," resonate with universal themes of appreciation and trust. As a result, it is a great fit for a singer like Canaan, whose genuineness and faith-driven talent shine through in each and every performance. Canaan's performance was nothing short of amazing from start to finish. Through the guidance of Fantasia Barrino, the winner of Season 3, who is also a gospel musician in her own right, Canaan was encouraged to lean into his faith in spite of the criticism he received from the audience. Fantasia, who performed her own gospel single Have Your Way during the program, suggested to Canaan that he sing "Goodness of God" while seated. This would allow the emotional weight of the song to take the spotlight. As a consequence, the audience was transported to a higher place, as the judges put it, as a result of the performance. "He baptizes me every time he sings," Luke Bryan joked, while Lionel Richie lauded Canaan's amazing talent and grace. Carrie Underwood delivered a straightforward but sincere thank you, while Luke Bryan shared his thoughts on the matter. The performance was a remarkable example of how to convey feelings effectively. Canaan's voice, which was deep and soulful, imparted a level of maturity that was beyond his years, carrying the weight of the song's main message. In the manner in which he dragged the crowd into the narrative of the song, he clearly demonstrated his capacity to connect with the audience, thereby changing the American Idol stage into a safe haven. This influence was evident in the replies that were posted on social media, with one fan stating, "Brother, if God is for you, not all of the comments was unanimously positive." Some reviewers pointed out that Canon's unwavering dedication to gospel was a failure to demonstrate flexibility. One of the users made the following observation: "Canon is one of my favorites, but I wish he would sing something other than gospel music on occasion." Regardless, his rendition of "Goodness of God" was the deciding factor in his ascension to the top 10 of the charts, demonstrating that his faith-based artistic expression struck a chord with consumers. There is a stage for belief. Canon's performance needs to be seen in the perspective of the larger storyline American Idol Season 23, which has more openly embraced faith than in prior seasons of the competition. The Easter special of the season, which was broadcast shortly prior to the announcement of the top 14, featured gospel performances by artists such as CeCe Winans, Brandon Lake, and Roman Collins, who performed "Come Jesus Come." As a result of this emphasis on Christian music, candidates such as Canon and Brianna Nix were able to flourish, and both of them made it to the top 10 while highlighting their religious beliefs. The season's willingness to elevate spiritual topics on a public platform was highlighted by Fantasia's mentorship, which was accompanied with her own gospel performance. It was CeCe Winans' own presence in the Season 22 finale, in which she played "Goodness of God" alongside Roman Collins, that established a standard for Canon's performance. Judge Katy Perry was moved to tears by the duet, which was characterized by conservative commentator Steve Deese as the best performance of this song I have ever heard. The duet also went viral on social media. Over the course of his career, Winans has been a pioneer in the field of introducing Christian music to a wider audience. He is a gospel legend who has sold more than 17 million recordings. It is impossible to deny the impact that she had on Canon's song selection and delivery, in light of the fact that both artists are dedicated to use music as a medium for worship. In the same way as Winans' performance was more than just entertainment, Canon's performance was a ministry. According to a commenter on the social media platform of American Idol, CeCe Winans was definitely there on assignment. This was more than a performance, it was an avenue for the Holy Spirit to convict souls. A similar weight was borne by Canon's portrayal, which encouraged audiences to contemplate their own personal encounters with the faithfulness of the divine. As a result of his youth and earnestness, this impact was heightened, and his performance became a powerful testimonial to the generation that would come after him. Obstacles and criticisms to consider. Although he received an amazing amount of appreciation, Canon was subjected to criticism for his uniformity in genre. In order to display his variety, a number of fans and judges, including Carrie Underwood, urged that he experiment with several different styles. At one point, a user made the following observation: "Didn't Carrie Underwood urge Canon to try something other than gospel? He did not pay attention, and he immediately returned to gospel." On the other hand, there were many who defended his decision, believing that his command of gospel skills was a strength rather than a hindrance. On the Billboard charts, Canon is deserving of the #1 spot. His singing shouldn't be gospel, according to a letter written by a fan. This conflict sheds light on a more widespread obstacle that gospel musicians face while competing in mainstream competitions. American Idol is a show that appreciates diversity and frequently rewards competitors who are able to perform in a variety of musical genres. On the other hand, gospel music is more than just a genre for Canon, it's a calling. He performs with a profound conviction that music is a form of worship, a concept that Fantasia also holds, as she concluded the episode on her knees and declared, "We need more God." His performances are a reflection of this faith. Although the fact that Canon has not deviated from the gospel may reduce the number of voters who are interested in him, it also highlights the fact that American Idol, the performance of "Goodness of God" by Canaan James Hill, was a defining moment because it combined raw talent with spiritual profundity. His ability to impact judges, spectators, and voters alike is a testament to the power that music possesses to communicate truth and emotion to people all over the world. Through the selection of a song that honors the faithfulness of the divine, Canon was able to transform a reality television stage into a place where worship might take place, so inviting millions of people to pause and ponder. Canaan's journey symbolizes a new chapter in the history of American Idol, one in which faith and artistry cross in an unabashed manner. This is becoming increasingly apparent as the show continues to develop. As was the case with CeCe Winans and Roman Collins before him, his performance serves as a reminder that music has the potential to go beyond the realm of entertainment and become a medium through which hope and inspiration can be conveyed. Regardless of whether or not Canaan is crowned the winner of American Idol, his performance of Goodness of God will be remembered as the moment when a young man from Alabama, who was just 17 years old at the time, brought the entire country to its feet by singing praises to the goodness of God.